It's a proud Olympic day for the athletes in LA, and M&M's chocolate candies will be there. Those colorful candy shells they're wearing are part of all the fun and sharing, 'cause the milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand. All the world loves M&M's, an Olympic world of fun for everyone.
M&M's chocolate candies, official snack food of the 1984 Olympics. The milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
Welcome back to Brand Management, the show that explores the history of your favorite brand mascots. In previous episodes, we explored Olympic mascots from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Today we'll finish our journey as we explore modern Olympic mascots. The 2010 Winter Olympic Games were held in Vancouver, British Columbia. For their mascots, the Olympic Committee chose mythical creatures of Canada's First Nations. Quachi was a Sasquatch who wore earmuffs and had a fondness for photography. Miga was a sea bear, a mythical cross between an orca and a Kermode bear. Unlike most previous years, 2010's Paralympics mascot was more closely integrated with the main Olympic mascots. Sumi was a cross between an American black bear and a mythical thunderbird. Muck-Muck, a Vancouver Island marmot, was not officially a mascot, but rather a sidekick to the others who was widely included in their marketing. An animated short was produced, introducing the mascots as they ventured toward the Olympics. These mascots proved to be popular with fans, leading to more animations, popular walk-around characters, and a wide selection of merchandise. The 2012 Summer Olympic Games were held in London, England. Like the 2010 Games, the Olympics and Paralympics mascots were closely tied together. Winlock and Mandeville were selected as the mascots for these games. Winlock is named after Much Winlock, England, which hosts the Much Winlock Games, an event considered to be an inspiration for the Olympics. Mandeville was named after the Stoke Mandeville Hospital, who organized an early inspiration for the Paralympics. Winlock and Mandeville's story was that they were made from the last drops of steel used to build the Olympic Stadium. The reaction to these mascots was mixed, with many comparing them to Atlanta's mascot, Izzy. Nonetheless, Winlock and Mandeville were heavily integrated into the promotion of the Games. A series of animated shorts were produced, showing the birth of the mascots and their adventures to promote the Games. Walk-around characters of the mascots made frequent appearances around the UK leading up to the Games. 84 statues of Winlock and Mandeville were erected around London. Each was uniquely painted to reflect their surroundings. Winlock and Mandeville appeared in a series of comics in British magazine The Beano. While Winlock and Mandeville won over much of their audience, they are still considered some of the most divisive Olympic mascots. The 2014 Winter Olympics were held in Sochi, Russia. A nationwide contest was held to find the mascots for these games. The final 10 characters appeared in an animated short in which they pitched themselves as candidates. These mascots even sang live on TV as part of their auditions. An election was held, and the selected mascots were the hare, the polar bear, and the leopard. These mascots were not given formal names. Each mascot was given their own animated short telling their backstory. The hare, polar bear, and leopard were widely seen as walk-around characters, statues, and merchandise. During the closing ceremony of the Sochi Olympics, large animatronics of the hare, polar bear, and leopard skated onto the ice to bid farewell to the Games and blow out the Olympic torch. The 2016 Summer Olympics were held in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Rather than using multiple mascots to represent the animals of the region, Brazil decided to combine them into one. Vinicius is a combination of cats, monkeys, and birds native to Brazil. Before his official announcement, mascots from previous Summer Games gathered in Brazil to celebrate. Winlock, Mandeville, Misha, Athena, and 2008's Paralympics mascot, Vunu Lele, appeared together to welcome their new friend. Vinicius was frequently joined by the Paralympics mascot, Tom, who was an anthropomorphic representation of Brazil's plant life. Vinicius merchandise was a hit and included coins and Lego sets. Vinicius dolls were given to wrestling coaches to use as challenge flags during the events. Vinicius and Tom appeared in a series of animated shorts which aired on Cartoon Network in Brazil. Overall, Vinicius was well received. Many felt he brought back the joy and color which had been missing from recent mascots. The 2018 Winter Olympics were held in Pyeongchang, South Korea. This year's mascot was Suharong. Suharong was a white tiger, which is considered to be South Korea's sacred guardian animal. Suharong was a massive hit with fans and could be spotted everywhere. He was often joined by the Paralympics mascot Bandabi the black bear. Plush dolls of Suharong of all varieties could be purchased in Suharong's very own store. Suharong could be seen in animated form participating in a variety of sports. During the closing ceremony, Suharong was joined by Summer 88's mascot, Hodori, to wave goodbye to the Games. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the 2020 Summer Olympic Games were held in Tokyo, Japan in 2021. The mascot for these games was Mirai Toa, who was usually joined by Paralympics mascot Someti. Mirai Toa and Someti were superpowered beings with powers including flight and teleportation. An animated short was produced, introducing the world to Mirai Toa. The mascots could be seen promoting the games as walk-around characters as well as robots. Olympic organizers had hoped merchandise for these characters would help offset the high costs of the games. Unfortunately, these characters didn't really catch on. While audiences seemed to like Mirai Toa and Someti, they failed to earn the following of many of their predecessors. The 2022 Winter Olympics were held in Beijing, China. The chosen mascot was Bing Dun Dun. Bing Dun Dun is a small panda wearing a suit of ice. An animated short was produced showing Bing Dun Dun's origin and its journey to the Olympics. Bing Dun Dun's popularity proved to be more than organizers could handle, as they struggled to meet the demand for Bing Dun Dun dolls. Olympic medalists were given stuffed Bings before receiving their medals at a later event. Bing also made for a very popular series of NFTs. Some controversy arose when Bing's fans disapproved of the deep, manly voice Bing used in an interview. After that, Bing stayed silent in interviews. As the 2022 Games came to an end, Olympians bid an emotional farewell to Bing. Fans proved to be less eager to say goodbye, as Bing Dun Dun merchandise stayed in high demand long after the Games. As of the recording of this episode, the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris, France have yet to begin. The chosen mascots for these games are the Frisians, who represent both the Olympics and the Paralympics. Their designs are based on Phrygian caps, a French symbol of freedom. The Frisians have already appeared in an animated short introducing them to the world. What does the future hold for the Frisians? Maybe one day we'll check back in on them and future Olympic mascots. Yes, brand management is back, but it can only stay that way with your help. So, if you enjoyed this episode, please like the video, leave a comment, and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Thank you.